President Biden is campaigning in Saginaw County, Michigan today to shore up support ahead of November's election.
It's part of a two-day swing through the key battleground states of Wisconsin and Michigan. Biden won Saginaw County in 2020, which helped him secure success in the state, and now he's looking to recreate that momentum. But this time he faces new challenges, including apathy among black voters and backlash in some regions over his handling of the Israel-Hamas war.
CBS News campaign reporter Aaron Navarro is covering the president's trip, and as you see, he joins us from Saginaw, Michigan now. Aaron, considering that resistance and the backlash, what does the president need to do to energize black voters there in what is a critical Midwest county?
Hi, Errol. Good to be with you. Yeah, from talking to local leaders here in Saginaw, they say it's important for the president to show up. I was speaking to Bishop Hurley Coleman, and he said there are pockets within the black community here that they just feel disengaged with politics right now. They feel a bit skeptical about the effectiveness of the federal government. And he says that President Biden is making the right step in showing up, but that he needs to listen, that he and the campaign need to listen to some of the issues, particularly when it comes to the economy from these voters, and continue to follow up. And considering this is a battleground county, a bellwether county, it's expected that Biden and Trump will be making several trips here leading up to November.
Well, Aaron, you mentioned it's a bellwether, not just there, but also for several of the states across what sometimes is dubbed the Rust Belt. But how crucial is the campaigning? What do voters there tell you they want to hear?
Well, they want to hear President Biden address the economy. This has been something the bishop I talked to said that while the rest of the country sneezes when it comes to some of their economic woes, here in Saginaw, they full out cough. So they want to hear the president address that. But this is a bellwether county. It's one that Biden won by just 303 votes in 2020. And it's emblematic of the areas that he needs to hit. You know, here in Saginaw, it's a pretty heavily Democratic area. Lots of minority voters. That's the voter base that if you're the Biden-Harris campaign, you need to energize. But outside in the suburbs, you have more moderate, independent, or Republican-leaning voters that you need to convince. And it's kind of emblematic. As I was in Wisconsin yesterday, of Milwaukee and the Wild counties, as well as throughout the battleground map for November.
And one thing we've seen, Aaron, is the Biden campaign has been highlighting Trump's recent pledge to cut Social Security, to cut Medicare if elected. How is that resonating with voters there?
Yeah, I'm told there's a lot of retirees here in Saginaw, but just expanding out to Michigan, 2.2 million beneficiaries of Social Security, according to the government office. And just generally, as you pointed out, it's kind of on the Biden-Harris campaign driving it as a contrast issue. You know, not every voter maybe was tuning in to see President Trump's interview earlier this week where he said that cutting or making changes to entitlements is on the table. So the Biden-Harris campaign is really harping on that, hoping that that becomes a driving issue to turn up their base.
All right. Aaron Navarro, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.